Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for clicking, tapping, pushing, or whatever action you took to get to this video. When you wake up in the morning and the alarm gives out a warning and you don't think you'll ever make it on time, what would you do? Well, don't worry, because it'll be alright. You're saved by the bell. At least you would be if you were watching TV Saturday morning starting in 1989 when Saved by the Bell aired. So today, let's remember Saved by the Bell. So first, what was Saved by the Bell? Well, originally it wasn't Saved by the Bell. The show was called Good Morning Miss Bliss, and it starred Hayley Mills as Mrs. Bliss. Hayley Mills was known for a child star in her roles in old-school Disney movies such as Parent Trap. The show was similar to Saved by the Bell, but primarily focused on the teachers rather than mainly focusing on the students. The pilot episode of Good Morning Miss Bliss aired in 1987 and featured a cast that included future Beverly Hills 90210 star Brian Austin Green.
Here, Miss Bliss. Here's my card.
And after NBC decided the show wasn't for them, it moved over to a primetime slot on the Disney Channel. The series focused on the life of junior high school teacher Miss Carrie Bliss at John F. Kennedy Junior High School in Indianapolis. Her 8th grade students would include Zack Morris, played by Mark Paul Gosselar, Lisa Turtle, played by Lark Voorhies, Samuel Screech Powers, played by Dustin Diamond, Mikey Gonzalez, played by Max Batimo, and Nikki Coleman, played by Heather Hooper. The show would also feature Milo Williams, played by T.K. Carter, who was a maintenance supervisor, and Miss Tina Palladrino, played by Joan Ryan, and their boss, the principal, Mr. Richard Belding, played by Dennis Haskins. The show was canceled after 13 episodes. However, not wanting to give up on the show, it was changed to Saved by the Bell, Miss Bliss was dropped, and the focus moved entirely to the students, and now we have the core cast. Actors Mark Paul Gosselar, Lark Voorhies, Dustin Diamond, and Dennis Haskins stayed on in their Good Morning Miss Bliss roles. However, several changes were made. The action was moved from Indiana to the fictional Bayside High School in Los Angeles, so apparently all the kids and the principal just moved from Indianapolis to California. The characters Kelly Kapowski, played by Tiffani Thiessen, AC Slater, played by Mario Lopez, and Jessie Spano, played by Elizabeth Berkley, were also added. After some time, Good Morning Miss Bliss was totally forgotten about, and the old episodes were rebranded as Saved by the Bell, the Junior High Years, which makes even less sense. So these are supposed to be flashbacks of when the principal and all his friends all went to another school in Indianapolis. And these episodes would include a new intro by Zack Morris.
And Miss Bliss, our teacher, wanted to kill me when Belding thought she was in love with him.
And while that would be the core Saved by the Bell we know, it would take on many forms, including Saved by the Bell, the new class, the college years, the wedding movies, the aforementioned Good Morning Miss Bliss, which turned into Saved by the Bell, the Junior High Years, and the reboot in 2021. Alright, let's get to the core show and the cast. Let's start with our ringleader, Zack Morris, played by Mark Paul Gosselar. Mark Paul Gosselar was born Mark Paul Harry in Los Angeles, California on March 1st, 1974. He has an older brother named Mike and 2 older sisters named Sylvia and Linda. All 3 of them were born in the Netherlands. Before Saved by the Bell, he had parts in The Twilight Zone, Charles in Charge, among others.
Right? Yes.
What's your major?
Education, thank you.
Primary or secondary?
Secondary, thank you.
Well, college isn't artwork, is it? I mean, don't you have fun?
Yes, we do. But sometimes it's a little difficult getting to the fun.
Well, what kind of fun do you have? I mean, tell us about it.
What's your name? Doesn't matter. I remember your face.
As well as some commercial work for Oreos and Smurfs merchandise. However, he made his TV show debut in a 1986 episode of Highway to Heaven. In 1996, Mark Paul married former model Lisa Ann Russell. Together they have 2 children, a son named Michael Charles and a daughter named Ava Loren. Regretfully, in June 2010, Mark Paul and Lisa Ann announced their separation, and he filed for divorce in June 2010 and became final in May 2011. And in August 2011, he became engaged to advertising executive Catriona McGinn, and they married on July 28, 2012. And in September 2013, they welcomed a son. Mark Paul would be our dreamy Zack Morris, which everyone loved and the girls would swoon over. However, I have no idea why. He was borderline sociopath. He was not nice to his friends, and he had one singular goal. How can this benefit Zack?
You don't need any excuses.
Can you tell me where Coach Sonsky is? I'm here to try out for the wrestling team.
But you're a girl.
Well, Lisa says she can make 19 bracelets in a day, but she isn't going to have time to sleep.
So?
What's that?
What kind of guy does Christy Barnes like?
Oh, I don't know.
Perhaps the kind of guy who would sneak into a girl's locker room?
Life and death are nothing to fool around with. Do you realize the pain you've caused everybody?
Now, does anyone else have anything to bring before the council?
I do. The cheerleading squad desperately needs $600 for new uniforms.
Well, let's give them $200 and make them wear bikinis. Yeah!
Me? You can't do this, Miss Bliss. I don't even trust myself.
How you doing?
Much better now that you're here.
Oh, yeah?
Zack, did you forget about me?
A2, Brunette.
And if you haven't watched Funny or Die's videos, Zach Morris's trash, I highly recommend you do that. Well, not now. After you watch this video, then go watch those. You know what, I mean really do whatever you want, I can't stop you. After Saved by the Bell, he would continue to have a successful career, with shows like Franklin and Bash, and NYPD Blue, and Dead Man on Campus. Maybe it was my immature mindset at the time, but I thought this movie was hilarious.
Nothing? No. Don't tell me nothing. You were just singing a show tune.
You're crazy, I'd never do that.
You can't be if you're singing show tunes. What? I am No, you're not even depressed.
Of course I'm depressed, look at me. I'm very depressed.
You poser.
Hey man, I am not a
Oh, you're not even British. God, he's not even British.
And now you can see him in, well, Saved by the Bell.
$50 says that my life sucks more than yours.
You're on.
That's $1.
I see that.
The new series aired on November 24th, 2021. However, in May 2022, the series was canceled after 2 seasons. And in that reboot, he's still married to Kelly Kapowski, played by Tiffani Thiessen. Tiffani Thiessen was also interestingly in Charles in Charge.
Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Lambeck. Oh, I see you finally found your intellectual equal.
Charles, do you think we could watch our movie before it becomes a classic?
Absolutely. Come on, let's go, buddy.
She started her career at the age of 8 at the assistance of her uncle Roger Ernest. She started trying her hand at acting and modeling, and soon appeared in her first TV commercial for Peaches and Cream Barbie. Tiffani Amber Thiessen was born January 23, 1974, in Long Beach, California. Mom Robin was a homemaker, and Frank Thiessen, her dad, was a park designer and landscape architect. Her older brother Todd is a professional cyclist, and she also has a younger brother named Shyler. And Tiffani is smart, I mean like book smart. She spent her childhood at Long Beach with her family. She went to Cubberley Elementary and Marshall Junior High. She later studied at Valley Professional High School in Los Angeles and graduated as their valedictorian. When she was on Beverly Hills 90210, Tiffani Thiessen also dated her co-star Brian Austin Green from 1992 to 1995. And later she dated actor David Strickland, whose untimely death due to suicide left her emotionally disturbed. Thiessen then married actor and artist Brady Smith on July 9, 2005. The couple has 2 children, Harper Wren and Holt Fisher. Tiffani Thiessen also won the Miss Junior America pageant in 1987, and she won Teen Magazine's Great Model Search in 1988. In November, it was announced Thiessen would host the MTV comedy clip show Deliciousness, which was a spin-off of the network's previous program, Ridiculousness. And she would be our Kelly Kapowski, the long sought-after love interest of Zack, who she eventually ends up marrying on the Saved by the Bell wedding.
Good evening. Thanks, Max. Whew. Thanks for coming.
Yes, again. Oh, I love it. It's so friendly.
You want to hold him, Preppy? No, thanks. I'd prefer holding something cute.
Oh, buy a poodle, okay?
Come on, step up to the plate. Knock one out of the park.
Jessie, our words are beep, 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 beep.
She was the head cheerleader and the captain of the volleyball team, the swim team, and softball teams at Bayside High. And she would be the popular girl, and she remained a good student and a role model to other students, despite the numerous times she found herself punished with detention. During the later years of her high school career is when she would become the love interest of Zack Morris. In the 2021 reboot of Saved by the Bell, the character of Screech passed away of unknown causes. Kelly met with Zack, Slater, Lisa, and Jessie at the Max to toast his memory with the new menu item created in his honor, the spaghetti burger.
He was so funny.
Yeah. To Screech.
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 Which brings us to Screech, played by Dustin Diamond. Dustin Neil Diamond was born January 7th, 1977, and before premiering in Good Morning Miss Bliss, you may have spotted him in Big Top Pee-wee. Dustin Diamond was born in San Jose, California, and the son of Jamie and Mark Diamond. And Diamond started his education at Zion Lutheran School, and he holds a black belt in karate. And in the show, he would play Samuel Powers, better known by his nickname Screech. He would be the wannabe nerdy friend, and the one Zack would send to do his dirty deeds. And he was a fixture for the entire run of the series and the franchise except for the reboot. He appeared in Good Morning Miss Bliss, Saved by the Bell the College Years, and Saved by the Bell the New Class. Although his character is clumsy and goofy, Screech is very smart and has a robot named Kevin that he programmed himself. However, despite being very intelligent, he does show a lack of common sense. A running gag is that he will often miss the point of the joke or the conversation, usually taking things literally instead of figuratively. He is also very honest and frequently blurts out secrets without realizing it. He's also good for an occasional humorous one-liner, and Dustin Diamond delivers the character perfectly. In his personal life, Dustin Diamond was married to Jennifer Misner, his longtime girlfriend. The couple married in 2009 after staying together for years. Jennifer is rumored to have suffered a miscarriage due to ectopic pregnancy, and regretfully the two separated. And he had previously dated actress Candace Cameron in the mid-1990s, and in 2005 he started the Dustin Diamond Foundation to help organizations that care for children. And all this started due to Jennifer's ectopic pregnancy. At some point, Dustin Diamond derailed. In 2006, a sex video of Dustin Diamond appeared. It was titled Screeched, Saved by the Smell, and was released into public domain. The video had Dustin Diamond having intercourse with two women. However, in an interview on the Oprah Winfrey Network on the show Where Are They Now, he disclosed that his appearance in the video was staged. According to him, his involvement in the video was fake.
In my stupidity, I thought, I could totally fake this. I could get a stunt person to take my place. It's my face, but nothing else.
And he states he thought the video would help him get more bookings. However, it didn't. It was just the beginning of descent into more controversy. Also in 2006, Dustin Diamond tried to sell 30,000 t-shirts to safeguard his ownership of his $250,000 Wisconsin home. Each t-shirt was to go for $15 to $20. Some buyers claim they never received the t-shirt even after paying for it. Because of the video, his career slipped even further. He would then attack his former co-stars. In a Saved by the Bell tell-all book in 2009. It was called Behind the Bell.
Wow. From what I understand, it was based on Dustin Diamond's book. I'm guessing you have not read that, or have you?
I've read excerpts.
This guy's such a dick.
Danny or Dustin?
Sorry, I'm right here.
Diamond.
Oh,
but the Dustin Diamond thing is just so silly. Like it's just so I don't know. It's so negative, and it always bums me out because he's like.
It is.
I know everybody.
That I
from
must
the
say,
show.
it's like everything that I've heard about his book is that it is negative, and I don't remember those things because my experience on the show was very positive, and that's why when people say, "Oh, you don't like talking about it," it's like, no, I don't mind talking about it. I just don't really remember that time, but also everything I do remember was extremely positive.
But like I know Elizabeth and Tiffani and Mario, and everyone has nothing but like awesome times to say about that except for Dustin. And I'm like, that might be you, bro.
And it was clear that he wanted to work and he was just grasping at straws. However, he was doing it the wrong way. And then like many of the actions he took, he would later deny the book. After the likes of Mark Paul Gosselar disputed the book's claims, Diamond came forward to claim that there was little truth to the book. And he said that the book's ghostwriter allegedly fabricated much of the content.
Ask for forgiveness for any kind of, misunderstandings that may have, come about by the book. And, obviously it was never my intention, but with my name being put on the front of it, and with ghostwriter, by nature of it, his name is nowhere to be, so it's believable that it was mine. The photo.
After alienating his former cast members, Diamond was left out of the Saved by the Bell reunions after the book was published, and the actor hit another low in 2014. On December 26, 2014, he stabbed a man with a switchblade after a bar brawl in Wisconsin, and he was arrested with his fiancée at the time, Amanda Schutz, who faced charges of disorderly conduct. Amanda was fined $500, and Diamond, on the other hand, was convicted on May 29, 2015 of carrying a concealed weapon and disorderly conduct. He was sentenced to 4 months in prison on June 25, 2015, and after serving 3 months, he was released on probation. However, he was rearrested on May 2016 for violating the terms of his probation. He then returned to practicing stand-up comedy, and this had some success and things began to turn around. However, the upturn would not last long. Tragically, Dustin Diamond was diagnosed with stage 4 small cell carcinoma, which was a type of lung cancer, in January of 2021. Following one round of chemotherapy, the actor passed away on February 1st, 2021 at just 44. Dustin Diamond's Saved by the Bell co-star said, "Dustin, you will be missed, my man. The fragility of this life is something never to be taken for granted." And that brings us to Mario Lopez. Mario Lopez was born October 10th, 1973. Lopez was discovered by a talent agent at a dance recital when he was only 10 years old. Lopez began acting in 1984 when he appeared as younger brother Thomas in the short-lived ABC comedy AKA Pablo. The same year, he was cast as a drummer and dancer on Kids Incorporated for 3 seasons. In March 1987, he was cast as a guest star on the sitcom The Golden Girls, as a Latino boy named Mario who faces deportation.
Hi, Blanche. You look pretty.
You should see me if I had earrings. So what are y'all doing?
Oh, well, we just finished algebra.
Why do I have to learn algebra?
Because I had to learn how to teach it.
And he was cast in a small part in the movie Colors as Felipe's friend in 1989. And that's when Lopez was cast as AC Slater in the television Saturday morning series Saved by the Bell, and he would be in the spin-off Saved by the Bell: The College Years.
Really? Thanks.
And the reboot. According to Mario Lopez, Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas was his first kiss, and the two were involved briefly while they were both on the show Kids Incorporated. After 6 years of dating, Mario married actress Ali Landry, but their marriage was annulled 2 weeks later. In a 2011 interview, Mario admitted the parting transpired after Landry discovered he had been unfaithful just days before the wedding at the bachelor party. After that, Mario dated professional dancer Karina Smirnoff, who was his Dancing with the Stars partner from 2006 to 2008. And in the fall of 2008, Mario met Broadway dancer, actress, and producer Courtney Mazza, who was starring in A Chorus Line on Broadway. They married on December 1st, and they have 1 daughter and 2 sons. Mario has stated that he is Catholic and goes to church every week. In March 2018, he underwent baptism by immersion at the Jordan River, which was administered by a Catholic priest.
Trust in God and His plan, and not worry about anything else. Let go and let God.
And he would be our AC Slater. He was the quarterback of the football team, and he was also on the basketball team and the wrestling team. On the original Saved by the Bell, he would be best friends with Zack Morris. However, in the reboot, the two struggled to stay friends after Zack's election as governor. However, he does remain good friends with Jessie following their graduation, and the two work together at Bayside High. And his feelings for Jessie has never subsided. Touching on their relationship, Jessie Spano would be the strong role model for women on the show, and AC would be her boyfriend, and he often stuck his foot in his mouth and hoping Mama would forgive him.
What's wrong with it, Mrs. Slater?
Mrs. Slater, if I really married you, I wouldn't use your last name.
Well, whose last name would you use?
Mine.
This chick's crazy.
The character of AC Slater was born between 1974 and 1975 and was an army brat. In the show, Slater mentions that he's been to Bolivia, Italy, Iceland, and Berlin, among other places. He has attended 14 schools in the last 3 years before attending Bayside High. And after Saved by the Bell, Mario Lopez would still have a huge career. With his hosting style, he was able to land gigs such as Extra, The X Factor, Access Hollywood, and many more.
You may know me from hosting Access Hollywood or hosting Extra, or from that time I covered Valerie's shift at the California Pizza Kitchen. Sang a lot of happy birthday songs that day.
He would also have quite a few TV movie roles, including this Christmas classic. It was Holiday in Handcuffs.
To be the perfect daughter.
I have nothing to offer. No husband, no grandchildren.
So this Christmas, she's bringing home the perfect boyfriend, even if it is a felony.
I'm not her boyfriend. She poked a musket in my ribs, tied me up with furry handcuffs, and drove me to wherever I am right now.
So, moral of the story, if you want something,
Just take it, okay? It is yours.
Just take it and it'll all work out in the end.
Kidding, that's a terrible lesson.
And I'm not gonna lie, I like those kind of movies, so I enjoyed it. And although Jessie and Slater didn't end up together at the end of the original Saved by the Bell, they did share a kiss at the end of the 2021 reboot. However, the show's been canceled, so that's all we'll ever know about Jessie and Slater. Speaking of Jessie, that brings us to Elizabeth Berkley. Elizabeth Berkley was born July 28, 1974. She was a teenage model for Elite before pursuing an acting career. She made her television debut in the 1987 television film Frog. However, she had some roles in classic 80s sitcoms, including Silver Spoons and Give Me a Break. At the age of 15, she auditioned for the role of Kelly Kapowski in Saved by the Bell, but the producers of the show could not decide whether to cast Tiffani Thiessen or her. In the end, they created Jessie Spano specifically for Elizabeth Berkley, which was a role she played from 1989 to 1993 and in the reboot. On November 1st, 2003, Elizabeth Berkley married artist and actor Greg Lauren at the Esperanza Hotel in Cabo San Lucas. She formally changed her name to Elizabeth Berkley Lauren, but she still uses her maiden name professionally, and she gave birth to their son in 2012. And last time I checked, their marriage is still going strong. Elizabeth Berkley is also an animal rights activist as well. She's been involved with PETA, which this mentality is similar to her character Jessie Spano. Later, Jessie Spano would become a doctor, so it's Dr. Jessica Myrtle Spano.
Why, I wouldn't miss this for the world.
And in the reboot, she was the current guidance counselor at Bayside High. In Saved by the Bell, Zack and Jessie live next door to each other, and Zack regularly visits Jessie by climbing through her window. She lives with her mother, who remarried in the third season, providing Jessie with a stepbrother, Eric, from New York City, seen in only 2 episodes. Jessie's father is the owner and manager of the Marriott Desert Sands Resort, and he's also remarried to a much younger woman with whom Jessie did not initially get along with, but she eventually came around. Jessie is portrayed as a liberal, though she did have some controversial opinions, such as supporting Saddam Hussein's gassing of the Kurds. She is what is known as a second-wave feminist. She is often the first to speak up when she feels something is unjust.
Our next contestant is Jessie Spano. Where is your swimsuit, Jessie?
I don't believe a woman should be displayed like a side of beef. However, I am wearing a swimsuit underneath, and for those of you who enjoy that sort of thing, it's blue with pink stripes, okay?
Although seen as intelligent, Jessie has somewhat of a neurotic streak. And we can't really talk about Jessie Spano without discussing the caffeine pills. The show originally wanted to have Jessie getting a habit of speed, and it was later decided that it was just too edgy. Regretfully, that door swung to caffeine pills, which was ridiculous.
My geometry test.
You already took the test.
I did.
Yeah, it's 6:30. Come on, we gotta go. Let's go.
Where are we going?
Where are we going? You're singing tonight.
Singing?
Yeah.
Tonight?
Come on.
Wait, what am I gonna wear?
Jessie, remember? Lisa's bringing your costume.
Right, I gotta wash my hair.
No, there's no time.
No time! There's never any time! I don't have time to study! I'll never get into Stanford! I'll let everyone down! I'm so confused!
Jessie, hey, just calm down. It's okay.
You're right.
It's okay.
Everything will be okay.
Yeah.
I just need one of these.
Pills? You mean you really are taking drugs?
I need them.
Jessie, give me those.
I need them, Zack! I have to sing!
Jessie! You can't sing tonight.
Yes, I can! I'm so excited! I'm scared!
Jessie.
However, Elizabeth Berkley took that viral scene in stride, even mocking herself on Jimmy Fallon.
Well, Jimmy, I, for one, am very excited for you.
Wait, Mama. Did you just say you were excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Exactly how excited would you say you are?
I'm so excited! I'm so scared!
After Saved by the Bell, she was widely panned for her role in Showgirls. I mean, if you want to get far away from a Saturday morning show for younger audiences, that is one way to do it. And the movie was not good and was widely panned and didn't make a lot of money. However, now it's seen as one of those movies that has become so bad it's good and has a cult following and really made its money back. That did not really sideline her career much though, as she kept working in movies and TV such as The First Wives Club, NYPD Blue, CSI, and Melissa and Joey with Melissa Joan Hart. Elizabeth Berkley would also be real-life friends with Lark Voorhies, who would be our Lisa Turtle. Lark Voorhies was born Lark Holloway March 25, 1974. She was born to Wayne and Tricia Holloway in Nashville, Tennessee, and she later adopted Voorhies as a stage name. Her mother named her Lark after the character in the 1972 film Cool Breeze, played by Margaret Avery. By the time Voorhies was 2 years old, the family had moved to Pasadena, California, and it was during this period her mother took her to a talent agency because of her belief that Voorhies was a natural-born ham. However, her first audition ended poorly when she froze up, and after realizing her daughter was just a little too shy, her mother put her acting career on hold till she was more comfortable in front of the camera. Later, at the age of 14, Voorhies appeared in an episode of Small Wonder in 1988.
Are you okay? Come back when you learn how to talk. See ya.
In June of that same year, she landed the role of Lisa Turtle on Good Morning Miss Bliss. So let's talk about the character Lisa Turtle. Due to her family's wealth, Lisa always has the latest fashion and knows when something is in and when it's over. Like Jessie and Screech, Lisa has been Zack's best friend since grade school, and some episodes reveal that she cherished a small crush on him. Lisa's goal is to become the world's greatest fashion designer. For most of the gang at Bayside, one of the running gags was Screech's worthless attempts to pursue Lisa. She often reviews Screech with insults and jokes, but still cared about him.
Now that Kelly's Big Zack, it's time to snatch me up before I'm taken. Will you go to the prom with me?
Yeah, I'll go.
You will?
I'll go with you when worms have ears.
Although Lark Voorhies hasn't acted much since playing Lisa Turtle, she's been in an episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and a few other roles here or there. After Saved by the Bell wrapped in 1992, it would seem that she would have a bright acting career ahead, and she would take some parts. She had a 28-episode arc on Days of Our Lives in 1993, and in real life, Lark Voorhies did date Mark Paul Gosselar for 3 years during the show's run. And she was also engaged to Martin Lawrence in 1993, but it was called off in 1994. Eventually, Voorhies married Miguel Coleman in 1996, but they separated in 2001 and divorced in 2004. Then, Voorhies met music engineer Jimmy Green at a networking event in 2014. After a year of dating, Voorhies and Green married on April 30th, 2015 at a chapel in Las Vegas, Nevada. That too did not last, and she filed for divorce in October 2015 after 6 months of marriage. And that is the main cast of Saved by the Bell. There would be other characters in the show such as Mr. Belding. He was the principal of Bayside High and the show's resident authority figure. He was played by Dennis Haskins. In the Saved by the Bell reboot, he is thought to have retired as he is now replaced by Ronald Todman as the school's principal. Dennis Haskins was born on November 18, 1950, and he would be part of most of the runs of Saved by the Bell. He was in Good Morning Miss Bliss, Saved by the Bell, and Saved by the Bell: The New Class. And we would see guest stars appear here and there. For example, we would see Leah Remini as Zack's love interest.
If you'd like to keep your job, you'd better get back to the dining room.
Okay, but not because you told me to, because I need the money. Can't all be little spoiled brats.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, you'd rather play assistant manager in Princess Carosi than be anybody's friend. You're too busy looking down your nose at us to see what we're really like. You know, you don't even belong in this lounge, so why don't you just stay out of it? It's for real employees.
And we would also have Max, who runs The Max, which was the restaurant all the kids would go to, and he was a magician restaurateur, I guess? I mean, honestly, even then it made no sense and was pretty cringy. And this kind of got me thinking, if you think about Saved by the Bell, it's just another version of Beverly Hills 90210 for younger audiences. I mean, think about it. Brian Austin Green was in Good Morning Miss Bliss and was later in Beverly Hills 90210. Tiffani Thiessen was in Saved by the Bell and then went on to star in 90210. 90210 had the Peach Pit, Saved by the Bell had the Max. And they were both set in a richer high-class area of California, Bayside High and Beverly Hills. The story of 90210 was about a group of 8 teens managing life and serious situations in high school. And Saved by the Bell was a group of 6 teenagers managing serious situations in high school. There was a jock, there was a main love story, there was a nerd and his love interest. And I can't prove it, but I think Darren Star, who created 90210, saw an episode of Saved by the Bell and thought, And if you want more evidence, Beverly Hills 90210, both Brandon and Andrea worked at Beverly Hills Beach Club, which was the exact same set Zack worked at, and it was the Malibu Sands Club in Saved by the Bell. And they both had reboots, and they were both canceled after 2 seasons. So there is some sort of connection going on there. And that wraps up our video for today. And if you made it this far, you win something, not sure what. Here, you can have this. And if you enjoyed it, or heck, even if you didn't enjoy it, take a few seconds to like and subscribe. It's just a couple little clickety clicks. And if you really didn't like the video, go ahead and click on that link in the description and let us know. As always, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
TV shows that kept us